Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain chapter 18, and that's name is Industries. Industries means factories. So, in our country there are many factories like rail coaches factories, plastic factories, toys factories, rubber factories, clothes factories. There are many types of factories in our country. Now let's see the chapter. An industry is a place where people use raw materials to produce finished goods for our use. I have already told you industry means factory, and raw materials means the basic material from which a product is made. And finished goods means goods that have completed the manufacturing process but have not yet been sold or distributed to the users. So, industry is such type of place where people use the basic material to make the goods. Goods means things for our use. We use these all things in our daily life. Let us know more about industries and their types. Now we will see all types of industries and their types. Kinds. Factors affecting the growth of industries. Factors means one of the thing that influences a decision, situation, etc. And affecting means make something change in a particular way. Growth means the process of growing and developing. So, which factor affect the growth of a industry? Various factors are responsible for the growth of industries. Let us read about them. Various means many. There are many factors are responsible for the growth of industries or factories. So now we will read about these all the factors. First, raw materials. Second, power. Third, transport. Fourth, machinery. Fifth, human resource. Sixth, money and capital. Now let's see about raw materials. Raw materials are the basic requirement of an industry. Basic means main and requirement means need. Raw material is the main need or main requirement of an industry or factory. Without raw materials, industries cannot produce anything. Produce means make. Raw materials are very important, and if any industries does not have the raw materials, so they cannot make anything. So to produce anything, raw material is very important. For example, if there is no cotton available, how could an industry produce cotton cloth? If cotton is not available, so how the factory made the clothes? So cotton is very important to make the cotton clothes. Cotton is the raw material and cotton cloth is the finished goods. Now let's see about power. Power is also very important for an industry to run. Raw material is important, and as well as power is also very important to run an industry. All the industries run on power provided by various means like diesel, petrol, coal, oil and electricity. These are means of power. Diesel, petrol, coal, oil and electricity are means of power. Means from these all things we get the power to run an industry. To run an industry means that is to run the machines to work. So power is very important. Now see about the transport. Transport means to carry the things from one place to another. That thing we use or that vehicle we use, that is called the transport. So means of transport like railways, trucks, canters, etc. are used to carry raw materials to various industries and the finished goods to the market. So firstly you should see what are means of transport like railways, trucks and canters. Canters means horse cart, that is called canters. So these are means of transport and these vehicles are used to carry the raw materials from industries to the other places and then they carry the finished goods from one place to another place, means in the market. When goods are prepared or manufactured in the industries, then they carry the goods from the industries to the market. Now see about machinery. Machinery word is related to the machine. Machine is also very important to run an industry because machine helps to make the goods. So it is only with the help of various machines that raw materials are converted into finished products in industries. Converted means changed. With the help of the machines, raw material is used to make the goods and then it is only possible with the help of the machines. Without machine it cannot be possible. Now see human resources. Humans are also very important for many kinds of work in an industry. Humans are very important. Without humans, who will run the machines? Who will make the products? So humans are very important to run an industry. That is why humans are also considered as an important resource. That's why human is also very important resource that is used to run the industry. The machines in industries are run by skilled workers. In industries there are many workers work there and they are skilled, means they are already experts. Then they run the machines and make the products. Now see money and capital. Money is the basic requirement for purchasing land. Without money, no one can start an industry. So money is important thing to purchase the land. Firstly, we need the land to make a industry. So to purchase the land, money is very important. Machinery and paying salaries to the employees and buy the machines and pay the salaries to the workers. For these all things, money is very important. Money used for running an industry or business is called capital. Is a type, you can see, when a person starts a business. So to start a business, that money used is called capital. Industries are divided into two types: industries by size and industries by raw materials. Now firstly we will see about industries by size. On the basis of sizes, industries have been classified into three types. Classified means divided. On the basis of the size, means according to size, industries have been classified into three types. First, large scale industries. Second, small scale industries. Third, cottage industries. Now see about large scale industries. Large scale industries refer to the industries that require huge amount of money to establish and employ thousands of people. They produce large quantities of goods. Large scale industries means such type of industries that need a big amount of money to start the industry, and there are thousands numbers of people work there, means there are many workers work in large scale industries, and they produce large quantity of goods, means they produce the things at the high quantity. Steel and iron industry is one of the most important large scale industries. Steel and iron both are examples of large scale industries. The other industries in this category include rail coach factories, electrical goods factories, oil refineries, and car factories. In trains there are coaches are attached, so that rail coaches factories and related to the electronic things, that type of industries that produce the electronic goods. Oil refineries means that industry that produce the things like petrol, paraffin, and diesel oils from the crude oil to refined. That is called the oil refineries industries. So, in these all the factories, a large number of goods produced. So that's why they are included in large scale industries. Now let's see about the small scale industries. Small scale industries employ less number of workers and are cheaper to establish as compared to large scale industries. In small scale industries, there are less number of people work there, and they are cheaper means you can say that is less in price. So they are compared to large scale industries, they produce the cheaper things, means that is less in price, less price things they produce. In these industries, manufacturing of goods is done on small scale. So in small scale industries, manufacturing of goods is done on a small scale, means they produce the less quantity of things. The industries of this category produce plastic goods, hosiery, utensils, fans, toys, and cycles. So small scale industries, they produce these all the things, all the plastic things. Hosiery means you can say like socks, and utensils means pots, and these all things are produced in small scale industries. These industries are well distributed all over the country, means we can find these type of industries in whole the country. Now let's see about the cottage industries. Cottage industries employ very few people generally belonging to the same family. In cottage industries there are less people's work there, and there are mostly those people belonging to the same family, means all the family members they work as a cottage industry. They work with simple tools and use locally available raw materials, and these peoples they use the simple tools, means simple machines, and they use the nearly available the raw materials, means those raw materials are available near their houses, near their areas. They produce the things from those raw materials. These industries do not need much investment. Investment means money. These industries do not need more money. They can start the industry with a small money, means you can say that less money they can use. These industries, there are included weaving, making shoes, cane and bamboo work, items made from stone and clay, khadi, handloom, bangle making and basket making. Cane means the long and hard central part of certain plant that is like a tube and is used as material for making furniture. Handloom means a machine for weaving clothes operated by hand. And bangles means a ornament worn by women in hands. So in cottage industries, these small things are produced, like they weaving means they making the sweaters and everything, making shoes and cane and bamboo things, stone and clay things, khadi, handloom, these all things they make in cottage industries. Industries by raw materials. On the basis of raw materials used, industries can be classified into two types. Classified means divided. According to the raw material using, industries can be divided into two types. First, agro-based industries. Second, mineral-based industries. Agro-based industries use raw materials which are obtained from agriculture and forest. Jute, sugarcane, cotton, silk are some of the agro-based industries. Those industries use the things that we get from the agriculture forest. They are called agro-based industries. Jute, sugarcane, cotton, silk, these are examples of agro-based industries. Now see about mineral-based industries. Mineral-based industries use raw materials which are obtained from minerals like iron and steel, cement, etc. So those industries use the raw materials that is obtained from the minerals. Obtained means get from the minerals like iron and steel and cement. These are called the mineral based industries.